Hello everyone, Josh here with Texas Games, bringing you another My Hero Ultra Impact video. Today we're going to be going over the new Storm Incoming UA and Shiketsu Provisional License Combat Training Recruit banner. That name is way too long, and that is definitely not going to go on the title of today's video. So this is a summon or skip. Should you summon, should you skip this banner? I'm going to say right off the bat, I've already read over the new Red Todoroki skills. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you right off the bat, I'm rating him as an S on my tier list. Without further testing, he might go up or he might just stay the same. But based on what I've seen, his stats and his skills, I'm putting him in as an S. So that means he's not quite up to par with the movie mashup Todoroki, the blue Todoroki from the movie banner. He's not quite on that level because I have that Todoroki listed as an SS. So right off the bat, this guy is not on that level. He's very good. He might be comparable to the green Todoroki. That's going to take a bit more testing. If you run all three of those Todorokis together, that could be a really cool Todoroki team. However, I would say right out of the jump, if you are free to play, you're a casual, and you're not re-rolling right now, skip this banner. If you've been playing for a couple weeks, and you're trying to save for like the anniversary in a couple months or so, or whatever, or other units that are more broken, more power creep, then I would say skip this banner. Because he's probably going to be around anyways, because kind of like the Hado banner, when her banner went away, she just got thrown right into the next banner. So that's probably going to be the case with this guy. He's probably going to be around here for a long time, just going to be floating around in the general pool. So again, I would go ahead and skip this guy. Now, if you want to get my full review of this character, stick around. We're going to be jumping in and talking about him right now. We might even go ahead and just pop a couple multis on this old account, see if we get them. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll do our review at the end. We might get him right off the bat. I doubt it, but we'll see. I would definitely love to showcase him here on the channel for sure. But I just don't think we're going to get him. All right, let's go ahead and do one more multi. And again, if you're a free-to-play or casual and you're not re-rolling, skip this banner. I'm a content creator, so I wouldn't mind pulling the guy just for video's sake. I don't think we're going to get him. Got a couple UR memories, though. I'll take those. So, all right. Now let's go ahead and quickly do the review. He's a very interesting unit. He's a very solid unit, in my opinion. But again, I just have him rated as an S overall. He's just not quite on par with the other Todoroki, who's limited, by the way. You definitely want to go and chase him. If you're going to chase any Todoroki, that's the one to chase. So here it is. Ice and Fire Shoto Todoroki. Deals 650% damage to a single opponent, decreases the opponent's defense by 30% for 3 turns if the opponent has Frostbite. Now that is fantastic. Any kind of ult that can lower defense by 30 becomes instantly one of my favorite ults, because that is very powerful. That gives you more long-term damage as well for your other, your other skills in their own kit, not to mention the rest of your team. Like, that's big damage right there, and that could be really clutch in PvP, especially with all these tank metas on defense right now. That could be huge. However, as a bit of a caveat, he needs to have the enemy frostbitten before he can actually get that defense off. So that's a bit of a bummer. Now, however, both his action skills do come with frostbite, but one of them is not so great, and we'll get into why in a moment. Skill impact is increased by 40% if the opponent is burning. Now, that's not as big as a caveat as you might think, because a lot of top units that I have on my tier list have burning in their kit, like other Todorokis, for example. You also have Blue Bakugo, who's amazing. You got some other, strong units. There's even quite a bit of SRs out there as well that have burning in their kit. High chance, medium chance, all kinds of chance of burning, which is fantastic. So that's not a big deal. 26,510 HP, 6,100 power, and 420 plus speed. Very good stat distribution. This guy's got really good HP, really fast speed, and his power is right around just above average, to maybe even a little bit better than that. He's not quite in the 6,400 plus margin where some of those big elite damage dealers are, but 6,100 is still really nice, especially with the 650 modifier in the ult. Skill 1, AoE 225, low chance of causing the opponent to frostbite for 3 turns. Now, low chance, again, we still need to do more testing, but if this is going by like other Bandai game logic, low is usually around 10%, medium is around 25%, and high chance is around 50%. Again, that's going to take more testing. But that, that's more or less kind of what Bandai usually does. So again, low chance is still low chance. It's going to be low regardless. Also increases characters plus ultra gauge by 30, which is nice. 5-turn cooldown. Skill 2 deals 350% damage to a single opponent, medium chance of burning the opponent for 3 turns, so medium chance is nice there with the burning, and medium chance of giving the opponent frostbite for 3 turns is also nice. However, you have to use it in a 3rd successfully executed skill chain. That's going to be a big problem because you have to manual that, and you have to hit on that tap bonus all 3 times, which also means that this skill is going to require you to have 2 other action skills available for your other 2 units in your team. Which means if you get down to a situation where only you and one other ally lives, and you need this Icy Heat Weave to go off to kind of like help with your ult that you might be planning to pop off the next turn, you're screwed because you need 3. And you can only do 2 in that situation. So this could be a blessing and a curse, depending on how lucky or unlucky you get. You know, any little hiccup or any mess up, you can miss on that tap, and then boom, it screws up your entire skill, which could, of course, domino effect and screw up your entire combo. This is one of the big things, is what kept me from like wanting to put this guy up to SS, because I felt like his kit was really powerful, especially for PvP. But this right here is a bit of, a little bit too much, because it's so easy to miss those taps. And it also makes him completely anti, full-on auto. You have to pay attention when you're using that guy's 2nd skill, or he just loses a lot of value right there. Because, having 2 skills with Frostbite is nice, but a low chance is still a low chance. Having the medium chance is very good. But again, to get that, you got to play a little bit more hands-on. You're going to have to be very wary and be very careful and pay a lot of attention to that. All right, first auto skill. Decrease speed of all opponents by 15% for 3 turns when a wave starts. It's going to be very good for PvP, especially if you pair him with a guy like Hawk that can give your whole team speed up. You can speed down the enemy, so you can go really fast and play around with that and potentially knock some units out, putting you at a very advantageous, or whatever, however the heck you say the word, give you an advantage over the enemy. And you also raise his skill impact by 40% when HP is 50% or higher, which is again very nice for PvP. Now this one is a nice little clutch. This could be like a nice little clutch, trump card or something like that, if you will. Once per battle, reduces character's action skill cooldown by 3. Both his cooldowns, I believe, were 5-turn cooldowns, so that's not bad. And increases their plus ultra gauge again by 50% when HP is below 50. So he could potentially do 2 or 3 plus ultra moves in one PvP fight, depending on how many turns you last. 5-6 turns is usually the average I've been seeing lately. There's a lot of tank teams in the meta right now. So being able to do multiple plus ultra, especially one that can, potentially lower the defense by 30, could be very, very, very clutch. He's being red as well, could be very good, because I have Kirishima rated as an SS in this game, the red Kirishima, so he could pair up very well with that. He could pair up well with the blue Bakugo. He could pair up well with the other 2 Todorokis, which we've mentioned, the World Heroes Mission one, and of course the green Todoroki. Could be a nice little Todoroki team, the Todo team. But yeah, overall, I got this guy graded as an S on my tier list, my personal tier list here. So, I don't know, you guys let me know what you think about the unit. You're going to pull for him, you're going to skip for him. I personally think if you're free to play or casual, I would go ahead and skip, unless you are currently in a reroll process and you don't mind sparing maybe a multi or 2. That's it. I don't think I would go the full 5 in this banner, because again, this guy's going to be around. So if you don't mind wasting 20 points for exchange, if you're only going to go the 2, that's fine. If you're not willing to do at least that, then skip the banner. Because again, he's not going to be overpowered. He's not broken. He's very strong. He's very nice. I think when I first looked at him, I kind of felt like he was OP for a moment, but then I thought about his skill set a little bit more, and I kind of, lowered my expectations of what he could do a little bit and became a little bit more realistic. So I was glad I was able to kind of find my composure before I made this video. So you are Sign of a New Beginning. Increases character critical rate by 40% when equipped by an STR red type character. Increases character's max HP by 20% if there are any pro heroes on the team. So that's not a bad UR. There's definitely better ones already available in the game. It's nice. It's decent. It's got a cool artwork there with Endeavor on it. I love it. So that is my review of the new red Todoroki, the Ice and Fire Shoto Todoroki, and his, of course, his event banner. So again, let me know what y'all think about the unit in the comment section below. Let me know what you'd grade him. Is he an SS, an S, an A, a B, a C? I doubt he's a D. There's no way. Honestly, I don't think you can rate him below an A. He's still very decent. It's just, his kit feels, it just feels like it's really strong, but some portions of it could be very situational, and it requires you to be more manual, more hands-on. So that might be a problem for some of you out there. And if you do anything to mess up that skill too, getting those 3 taps, that's gonna just that could cost you and screw up your entire combo. So I don't know, we'll have to see going forward. He might move up, he might move down, but he's pretty decent. But again, I would personally say go ahead and skip this banner. Anyways, that's it for me. Don't forget to go ahead down to the comment section. Let me know again what you think. Subscribe, check notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below. Follow me on Twitter at XSPlays, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.